Alright, everybody, welcome back to Scrap Mechanic Husband and Wife. This is episode 2.
Number 2.
Number 2. Got Yoshi,
Yeah, that's me.
that's you, and
Yeah,
I
I'm here
am
too.
Crash. Well, Crash Report, either way, however you want to call me. Call me what you want. Today we are going to work on the Loot and Scoot, which is going to be our little go-around vehicle with proper equipment. So by proper equipment, I mean we need good tires. Ah, too close. COVID. 6 feet. Ah, God. Where's your face mask? So, we're going to make this proper engine. You can see we need 20 of metal block 1. We need 5 oil. We need 5 circuit boards. And we need 3 of the upgrade parts, is what I call them. And then we're also going to put shocks. Yeah, we're doing shocks. Sports suspension, which means we need metal block 2, everybody. And for that, we need embers. Ah, but guess what? Embers, because we collected it from the ship. Told you we knew what we were doing. Smart people. And we need water. Well, water is in parts, and you get 1 for each one of these water jugs, and you get your water jug back. Another good reason to be near water. From there, we're using pipes. Well, we got pipes from the little cart. What are you doing? You drinking? You drinking? We're recording. Don't drink while we're recording. That sets a bad example.
Oh, you hit Bessie! You hit
Oh,
her!
Bessie. We're going to use scrap seats, though. We're not going to use the big seats because, let's see, big seats, where are we at? These guys take cotton. Even these guys take cotton, and we understand, oh man, I have to sneeze. Oh, please go away. Um, Not every world is going to be super loaded with cotton near the
Right
first
away.
mechanic station. So we are going to use the scrap seats. Looks like we're going to be a little short on scrap metal.
I could go out and slay some hay box and sitch, get you some metal.
In Sitch?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go do some Sitch? I can stay here and craft some Sitch.
Mm,
I'm just
and
going to
then,
put all of this in my inventory.
don't you need oil?
I need oil and clams. So everybody, when we
Okay.
look in here, um, obviously oil is oil. But when we look at this, where was it? The chest needs 2 glue. And when we look at parts, glue, 1 glue is 3 clams. So we do need some clams, which
Clam.
the oil and the glue, or excuse me, the oil
Clams.
and the clams is underwater. Um, if Yoshi's gonna go do it now, it's not really good to switch to her screen now because it's dark and it'd be really hard to see underwater. We currently only have 80 metal on us. Or scrap metal, I should say. We know we're gonna need this scrap metal 1. It takes 15 to get 10, so we're just gonna go ahead and start using this scrap metal to get the scrap metal 1. Let's see, we're gonna need a decent amount of it. So that 20 gives us our engine. 20 more. Unfortunately, this little craft bot can only do one thing at a time, so we'll get that driver's seat going.
Mojo.
And it gives us 10 left, so we're kind of up that creek without a paddle right now. We are going to need, let's see, I have 2 more bearings. I have 2 bearings on me. We need a total of 6 bearings. for a car. You need 2 for steering and 4 for wheels. So that means we're going to need 4 more bearings. And I can make 2. So that's that. And while he makes it there, I can go in interactive here, and I can make that there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go look for some hay bots to go get some more metal. And I'm going to collect this guy. And this guy. We won't do anything important without you. Promises. And by that I mean oil and clams, just so everybody can see what we're talking about, in case you are new to Scrap Mechanic and don't know what we're talking about. So we will go get some hay bots for their scrap metal, and we will come back when it is daytime. We'll hop in the water, we'll collect some oil, and we will collect some clams. So we will be back with you, let's see, it's midnight. Sun comes up in about 4 minutes, so we should see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. Talk to you in a bit. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So in the nighttime, wow. Well, as you can see in my 6 slot, I ran that entire time and only found 2 hay bots. That's why we need a car! I got Yoshi out there. She's looking for more. And here we are in the water. So here we've got clams. Just smash it with a hammer. Anywhere between 1 and 4 from each one. Oh, there you go. 1, 2.
Got a bearing.
Oh, nice. So that gives us 5 bearings. There's 2. And these dark vents, that's going to be our oil. Again, between 1 and 4. And these respawn really quick. And it's almost like every in-game 24 hours, I feel. I'm all about my feels.
Feel it.
Feel it in my nuggets.
Chicken McNuggets.
Alright, let's get some more oil. See how far away you can pick stuff up. And you can also spam your pickup button. So when you harvest all of that corn from, say, 3 or a 4 pack of corn and it's all laying on the ground, you can't just spam your left mouse button, or if you're walking through a field of flowers because you're just feeling so nature, you can just hold, like for us it's the left mouse button. I can just swimming holding the left mouse button and it just picks it up as soon as it becomes in range. That's another set. How much metal you got, Yoshi?
Yeah, 60. But I'm headed towards a hayfield, and
Oh, that should be fun. Maybe we should just switch to your screen, because my screen's kind of boring. It's only if your hayfield's entertaining. Well, God, I think anything's more entertaining than this.
Do I entertain you?
Harvesting clams and oil. The grind. Love the grind.
On the wiki page, they talk about there's a few update things that they're coming out with soon, I hope. One of them is an oil pump. I'm not really sure how the whole process of that is going to work, but that's pretty exciting. The other one is the beacon. So for those that don't know, Scrap Mechanic does not have a map. There is no map, there's not a compass unless you download a mod. So if you're out exploring...
Who would do something like that?
I wonder. If you're out exploring and you get turned around and you're not very good at land nav like myself...
Aced land nav.
I did not.
You didn't even take land nav. You
Shut
were in
up.
core.
They don't know. I was not. What was I saying? Got me all... Oh, yeah. So if you don't know land nav and you're not very good at making your way around places, you can get lost very easily. So for now, one thing you can do is you can take everything out of your inventory but like one wood block. And then die at your base, and then you'll respawn and you'll have a little backpack logo, and you can leave that there so that you can always find your way back. But on the wiki page, they also talk about working on a beacon. It's going to be a craftable item in the craftbot. It's not supposed to be super expensive, and so you'll be able to place it down and select a color.
75 component kits.
So that, yeah, probably, right? And select a color of choice so you'll know where your house is. So the color of choice thing kind of makes me think that you're going to be able to place more than one beacon.
Multiple.
Right. Like you could
I want to go to the purple beacon.
You could have pink for home. Because pink is cool.
So we haven't really touched on the looting and the fighting of the haybots. Let me lure this guy out. The tote bots, the little octopuses guys, doesn't really matter. These guys, they can do some damage, like 30 each. Oh, bad one. So backing up, that's the key. They take like every 3 or 4 steps, they'll swing at you. When they get into groups like that, they will bump into each other and throw each other into you. Oh, just like that. But always back up. I'm gonna die.
Swing, 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 swing.
Swing away, Meryl. Let me drink
Swing
this.
away.
I can hear them chasing me. Their little legs going like crazies. Come on. Oh, it's got one of them stuck on a rock. Yeah, so you just walk backwards. I'll harvest this while you figure out your life over there just shaking your head, mad that I killed your friends.
Stealing their body parts.
Yep. But yeah, backing up, you can hit them from a decent distance, as with everything else. But backing up and just continuing to swing is the way to do it. Haybots take about 5 hits. The little tote bots, 3. But with a spud shotgun, a lot less.
Lots of.
Is that 2 more in front of me? Oh my gosh. It's like I need the metal. Alright, bring it on.
We have done pretty well here in this hayfield. I'm up to 130 metal.
Brag about
I
it.
haven't even cleared the building. I just might.
Sounds like you are. I gotta go to that store in downtown and get you one of those ribbons. First
pink?
place scrap metal collector. Like here we are, and I haven't even started the build. Like we're probably just gonna have to like stop this. Ugh.
Hit the pause. Finish the metal gathering and then come back.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, we'll be back with you guys. Sorry, you need a decent amount of scrap metal to make that metal. So this is a part of the grind, but it's important to have a good loot and scoot car, and we'll show you why in a little bit. I mean, I'm not too far away from the house, but I don't think we have enough still. So we'll be back with you. All right, everybody, we're back. I have finally made my way back to the wrench. It was actually a lot further than I thought, and when you forget to hit the start button, we'll code over to Yoshi and look what she's got.
I'm working my way
Oh.
back up there. But I did pick up a sports suspension out of a gold box. I also got a garment box. And yeah, that's what I got so far.
Nice.
Sorry about
So
that.
That's what I got so far.
Nice. So
Sorry
at
about
the
that.
top of, generally, at the top of buildings, not necessarily these buildings right here that don't necessarily have the fully completed roofs, but we found if the roofs are more intact and the ones in the hay fields, when you work your way all the way up to the top, you have a good chance, or a better chance, of finding gold loot boxes instead of just the green ones. So Yoshi found herself a gold one and broke it open and found us a sport suspension, so we only have to make 3 now. Huzzah! Alright, so we need to make some glue.
One thing to talk about would be the distance you can get away from the craft bot for it to keep working.
Very
So
true.
if you get too far away from the craft bot, it's gonna stop processing whatever you've had it. Like if you're having it make metal or glue. If you're a certain distance away, because the world will stop populating and it'll start populating the next area you're headed towards. So if you are crafting, you kind of want to stay in the general vicinity of your base to keep the process going. And that goes the same for like if your garden and you have a water pump or whatever set up later on down the road. It won't continue to pull water if you're not there. Right? That's right, right? Okay, I'm headed back to the wrench to drop off all the metal I got for you.
Alright.
Did you need more embers to make metal too, or are you good?
I think we're probably good. I'm gonna make this water, and I think
Oh.
once the water is made, we might be ready to make all the parts and make the car. So I'm going to make all of this stuff, and again, we will take a quick break just so this episode isn't too long. And just because we've done so much looting when this wasn't supposed to be a loot episode. So we'll pause, we'll finish making all of the water we need, and then we will come back with everything we need to make the metal, and then we'll make the car. See you in a second. Alright, everybody, we're back. What are you doing over there? Picking stuff up?
Organizing.
Organizing.
Fixing what you do wrong.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
sad face.
I'm just stacking things.
Okay, so we are going to move towards the loot and scoot. So here's what I always do. You can do it your way, if you would like. So we're going to make a really simple car here. So I've got that. Just a starter block. Oops. Let's see how many times I have to click through my menu. And I'm going to start with putting down the driver's seat. And then I'm going to put down the passenger seat. And then I'm going to take the engine and I'm going to put it behind the passenger seat. Alright, we're done. Right?
Yeah.
We don't need to do
Hop
any
in.
more? Hop in. We're good. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Go for a nice little drive. Alright. Nice, easy vehicle. Nothing hard about it. We're going to make it a little wider than you would think you would need to, just because we don't want to tip. Let's bring some stuff down to our inventory. I don't need that right now. We got ourselves a storage box, like I said we would. And let's bring just a couple of the shocks down. So. I want to go out one more. Boops. And then I'm going to take my bearing. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to take the wood, and you can see that the bearing turns green, because it's going to snap onto it. Go up another one. Come on. And up another one. Then I'm going to come out one. And out one. Ooh, that's too many. And then I'll just mirror it on the back. Mirror. So far it's not looking too bad. Now, why didn't I just put it down here? Well, we're using shocks, right? So if we're using shocks, once I put a pipe here, and I put a pipe here, and I put a pipe here, and I put a pipe there, let's scoot that over, then I can bring this down. If I grab this shock, look how high off the ground it is already. If I put this here, and I put a shock on it, the height off the ground is going to give us tipping despite the width. So if I come up 2 first, I negate 2 block height, 1 from the shock that's too high already, and 1 that is the pipe. So I'm going to put it here, and put that there. Alright, now in the front, we have our steering. That's perfect. So now we're going to take our 4 angled pipes, and you can see it snaps in. Snaps in. Well, I'm facing the wrong way, so Q will rotate it. And then we need the wheel drive bearings. At this point, we can bring our tires down. You can see again, it snaps in. So far, you think you're done, right? Well, let's show you how you're not done. Well, what's going on with our front? Well, nothing's connected because, oops, I forget that that's not in 0. You need to come over here, and you need a connection tool. Oh, I don't have 2 of those on me. 1, 2. Connection tool is how you wire everything up. So we'll wait 30 seconds to get that, and while we wait 30 seconds, we'll talk about getting this guy on here. So we'll add our little box to help with our looting, and then we'll talk about our other battery. This guy weighs an absolute ton. So if we add him, if I can learn to jump. What's going on here? Thank you, multiplayer. If we add him to the back, now we've got extra weight over the back. Keeps the car more stable. Easy weight. So now we have our connection tool. With our connection tool, you can see all the different bearings. The engine needs to be connected to the seat. The seat needs to be connected to the steering bearings, for obvious reasons. And now you decide, do you want a front wheel drive car or a rear wheel drive car? We're going to pull front for now. Once the engine is upgraded, you can actually do 4-wheel drive. So if we look at this swirl, you can see that this wheel is turning forward. That one's turning back. These bearings, I can tell you, I never know if they're the right way or not. So how do I know? I just get in the driver's seat. Turn right, it's working. Turn left, that's working. You can hear the engine is working as well. But the engine needs some gas, so we'll drag our fuel into there. Turn it up a second. And look at that. We've got a car in episode 2 with just a little bit of extra grinding that has a quality engine, shocks, and quality tires that doesn't tip. It's got a small storage container.
There.
What's that?
I said you could even put a drill on there.
Absolutely. So when it comes to mining, put this out a couple, you add a bearing, add the drill head, start mining. And that, oh, that's the wrong thing. So there you go. So there is our loot and scoot. Come in here, just ready to go. Engine, fully upgradable. These shocks, fully upgradable. These seats, can absolutely upgrade them with, oops, wrong one, with these seats. Our first little loot and scoot vehicle, it doesn't tip. All you gotta do, keep adding fuel, and you call it good. From there, folks, we will call it an episode. I'm sorry if this one ran a little long. It got a little grindy, But that's what happens. You got to get through the grind. I have no idea how far back Yoshi is. She is out there doing some grind as well. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like, you can also hit subscribe. There's the notification bell that you'll see when we upload new content. Oh my gosh, she is so far away. We're never going to find her,
died.
are we? Oh, she died.
Yeah.
Yep, that notification bell will tell you when we have new content coming out. Until then, keep the shades drawn and game on. We'll see you later.
Bye bye.